Good morning, good people. It says you are live. Let's see here. Mr. Mark Thomas, an early bird. More than two waiting. Rob, open another line. That's great. Hi, good morning, Dive and Detect. Didn't even start the stream, and there's a thumb down. Are you serious? Oh, good. Thank you, Dive and Detect. Somebody took it bad. Took it back. Their life must be so terrible and devoid of any joy or happiness. I agree totally. Oh, there we go. Good morning, Mr. Robert Weigold. We have Robert and Robert. Vegas is in the house too. Heading out to hunting a bit. Good for you. Get out there before it gets too hot, sir. Good morning, everybody. My first sip of coffee. Good morning, Mr. Brockman. Wow, you're here early. Probably live in their mom's basement on food stamps. Playing video games and never having a girlfriend. Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Bill. Oh, I see my hi, Rob, from last night didn't stay on here. Oh, it didn't? Okay, yeah. I don't see it either. Because I set this up before I started leaving comments last night. Wow. That giveaway I've been running, guys. I had over 150 comments to answer yesterday. I got to 50 of them, and I got 100 more comments that I'm going to answer after we get off the stream today. While I'm monitoring Marlon's stream, I'm going to start answering some more comments. Wow, everybody's been leaving some great comments on those last 7 videos. This way of doing this giveaway is working very well. Oh, I got to turn my other TV. Yeah, I got to turn my other computer down. There we go. Good morning, Miss Cynthia. I get so far behind, my actual live stream computer says there is new comments waiting. Rob is getting coffee. I didn't do bad, Bill. 9:01 this morning. Digging Florida with Bill Gross. Good morning, Bill. Welcome. Mr. Carl Beckers. Wow, he's right here this morning at 9. Sorry to hear about your knocks. Yeah, well, thank you, Carl. I'm hoping it comes back Friday. I've got a big hunt to do Saturday. I hope it comes back Friday. If not, I may have to ask my old friend Alex to borrow her 600 that she doesn't use. But hopefully it'll come back newer and better. There's Mr. Treasure Outdoors. Good morning, Mr. Austin. Found an earring while hobbling into my therapy. That's okay. If it's just junky. See, it shows you're still looking for that stuff, Jim. Florida Street, tear out, Rob. Thank you, Mr. Knox, Mr. Florida Knox, Mr. Dalton. My digging partner is in the room, and it's early for him. Rob, I have 3 old videos that have over 1,000 watches, and YouTube is running ads on them. Way to go, Bill. Way to go. Congratulations. Have you got your 4,000 hours yet, Bill? Good morning. Plugs for days at 6 a.m. here. Well, thank you for getting up because 6 a.m. is the middle of the night to me, sir. Our dog treasure hunters here. Dang, good morning, people. Wow, 17 in here. Holy smokes. I thought we had like 8. And Dive and Detect saying good morning. Just made it back from detecting about $175 inclined. Wouldn't that be great, Carl? A 925 pendant and a costume ring, as well as assorted trash. Was at the beach at 4:58 a.m. That's when I'm leaving the beach, Carl. Yeah, I'm not, guys. You're lucky I make it here by 9:01, or I guess I'm lucky. I'm not a morning person. Holy crap, Jim. You know somebody's making some money somewhere. $220,000. Somebody's making money. Bill, I couldn't remember how to use it yesterday. I got chided from Jim MD Melbourne for saying I felt naked without the Knox when I had the 705 sitting there. Guys, 705 is a good machine. That machine found me gold. It found me my first silver coin. It found me tons and tons and tons of clad and other jewelry, silver jewelry, and parks. But I happened to get the 705 right when I met Dalton, and he already had his. I happened to get my Knox when I met Dalton, and he had already had his 600 and was pretty proficient with it. And Dalton's the one that helped me learn my 800. I still have questions I ask him. Just go get the CTX, Rob. Yeah. If I was made of money, I'd be doing that. So Cynthia's saying hi to Max and Angela. Mark and Angela. Silver Red says, yo, good morning. Grony Boys is here. Good morning. Bill, I think they're starting to do that. I think part of that new those new rules or the new things you had to fill out or sign for YouTube with their changes. I think one of those changes are they are telling you that they can put commercials on your videos, even if you're not monetized, that make them money. And obviously, they would probably put those on your videos that have your most views first. So yeah, that whatever they want to do to benefit themselves, Bill. Coffee time, yes sir, John. Got it in the Clark's Cove Reese Cup mug. Jim says, and the VA's paying for the therapy. They should pay for the therapy, Jim. My older sister got her COVID shots through the VA. She used one of her VA benefits for that and got them early. Mr. Florida Knox, Mr. Dalton saying hi to the Grony Boys. Yeah, Bill, I found lots of good stuff at my 705. I just couldn't remember to use it. I took it up to that little beach. I got that 15-inch nail coil, and I did a video on it 2 years ago, a test video up at my 1922 property, and yeah, it was pulling deep signals. But then, like a month after that, a few weeks after that, the guy from the store called me and said, "Hey, we had 3 people in front of you cancel for the Knox 800. Do you want it?" I said, "Here's the credit card number. Send it down." And he had it to me in 2 days, and I never really got to learn that Nell coil. I do know this, though. That Nell coil is heavier than my entire Knox machine with the coil on it. That is one heavy coil. I kept having to rest on the little beach I was on yesterday, but it pulled a signal so deep on the beach yesterday, I couldn't get to it. That beach is a man-made beach, and there was a lime rock pit there beforehand, and whatever was down there was so deep, I couldn't get through the end of the sand to the hard dirt. I couldn't get to the item. That's how deep that coil went. Metal detecting with Randy. Good morning. Mr. Randy's in the house. Dirty Money's here. Good morning, Dirty Money. Miss Denise Kidder's in the house this morning. She's up early. Easy digging. Ezra's here. My connection is crap today, but I wanted to pop in and say hello and hit that thumbs up. Well, thank you, sir. Yeah, it's a contract thing. Yeah, I think, Carl, that is a good question. No, it's not a leak issue, Carl. It's just an issue with your, I don't know if you do water or areas where it's salty air. The little tabs get corroded, Carl. And I go back to my old model railroad, Carl. I use the eraser tip and I clean those 4 little tabs on the back of the machine that they look all dark and dark brownish. Use the little pencil eraser and they'll go bright gold. And you snap that plug on there, it'll start charging right up. I actually did an entire video on it, Carl, on what to do if your Knox doesn't charge. But yes, I had that exact problem, and it's a poor connection. You have to get that magnet absolutely square on with those 4 tabs. But if you clean them with an eraser, you should get your connection like that, Carl. So I hope that helps. I don't think it's got anything to do with the water leak. The water leak had to do with every time I plugged in my headphones when I was out in the water to go out in the water, it worked great. I could hear with the Knox underwater. It wasn't bubbling. I had no water issues. But I'd get back to the dry land when I was hunting with Denise, and I'd take the headphones off because there's no need for me to wear them on the dry land. I like to be able to hear my machine, and I had no sound. And it kept showing the little headphones icon in the Knox window. And so I'd plug it back in. I'd hear the sound. I'd unplug it. I'd turn the machine off, turn it back on. It still said the headphones was on, and it would take like an hour for that headphone jack to dry out, and I'd start hearing a little bit of sound like for a surface fine, but I didn't get any sound for any deep target. The sound wasn't picking up a deep target. And then my pinpointer, instead of going boop, one sound, it was going boo 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 boo, and everybody keeps asking me to do that, and that's the only time I'm doing that. See, Robert, that's just crazy that those kind of shots cost that much money. Yep. See, Weigold says the same thing. Use an eraser, and then you can actually even clean the contacts on your charger too, because they bounce in and out, so you can clean around the little brass tip. Yeah, Robert, that's the exact same issue I had. Thank you, Ezra. I had the same problem, but still had to send it into my lab for repair. Good morning, Dirk, Troll, and Troy. Working again on a Sunday morning and just wanted to say hello. Well, thank you, Troy. Good morning, Mr. Martin. Yeah, I'm looking for a great deal on an Equinox. Carbon fiber shaft and standard coil. Some fading is okay. I got a deal for you, sir. Everything except the control pod. Yeah, you guys are all a riot. Also use 80% rubbing alcohol to clean the gold contacts on the control box. MindLab told me to try that. Okay, good idea, Robert. I will do that. SSDD, Troy, same shit, different day. Where is the coffee, Johnny O? The coffee is right here, sir. Right here. Yeah, I hadn't heard the alcohol before, Carl, so that I think is a good idea. Wow, we got a lot of people here this morning. Casey L, good morning, Casey L. Welcome to the stream. It's early for Troy, too. Rob, your plugs for days says, Rob, you're about the seventh person that I know that this has happened to with the Knox getting messed up. Really? I hadn't heard that. The first time I had to send it back, I just checked they told me about the records, guys. It was over a year ago that I had to send it back for the water issue. Somehow, if you take the Knox control pad off, the handle part where your hand goes, up underneath that whole handle is your battery compartment for that lithium-ion battery. When I unscrewed it, the tech called me the day they got it, and he said somehow through the bottom piece that we seal, you got water intrusion up through the battery compartment. And apparently he made it sound like that was a pretty unusual thing. So my water problem before was through the battery compartment, had nothing to do with the actual control pod. But this one appeared to be in the control pod. You know, and I had somebody last night, I think it was Silver Wrench, telling me he's still thinking about buying his first machine and he wants a waterproof machine, but after watching my little video yesterday, he's going to discount the Knox, and I told him not to. That, yeah, I've had to send mine in. Gigmaster's had to send his in. Other people that I don't know on YouTube have had to send theirs in that have done videos. But guys, that is the number one selling machine, not just in the United States. That's the number one selling machine in the world. In the world. People all over the world have that machine. They have probably sold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of those. And we know of maybe a few hundred that have leaked or had problems. So in the scheme of things, you know, it's not like Ford when they recall 100,000 vehicles or 200,000 vehicles. It's not like 200,000 of these are leaking, maybe a few hundred. And I think it's probably for us, those of us that hunt the saltwater. I think the saltwater is a lot tougher on a machine than freshwater is. But I still believe in the knocks. I don't believe in their shaft settings. Their shaft. My knock shaft is so wobbly. Dalton picks it up. He's like, "How the hell can you even hunt with this thing with this wobble?" I said, "I'm just used to it now." He goes, "Get yourself a carbon fiber shaft, or Mr. Ed. What's the guy's name? Detector Ed shaft." And I'm like, "No, I had limited money to spend to upgrade the machine, so I bought the small coil." Yes, Randy, I know I haven't used it yet, but I have determined that I am going to use it when the knot comes back. Dielectric jelly and silicone grease. I use it on all my connections. Well, Martin, yes, thank you. I used it on the pinpointer, on the Garrett Carrot pinpointer around the rubber seal, and that has really helped me. So I will be putting it on the Knox when it comes back. Thank you, Randy. Well, thank you, Mr. Troy. I appreciate that. But then I'd have to learn an entire new machine. I'm going to ask Miss Alex if I can borrow hers. Since I don't think she uses it much, I'll get out and get it some use. Penny searching, Rob, how's that going? Don't ask, Carl. Don't ask, Carl. Many of you do not know. A few of you do that were in Pat's Zoom. I fried another new phone last week. Don't, like I say, don't even ask. I found a ring, guys. I was beach hunting. I asked a fisherman to hold my phone, put it on the beach. He was fishing from the beach. I was doing a beach I'd never been on before, a very rocky beach. And I had my new foot booties on so I could do the rocks area. And my logic was I kept watching all these people walk from the further distance where it was sandy, but they had to go through the entire rock patch to get back to the beach. And there was no way to cut around it. Rocks everywhere on this beach. And I kept watching people slipping and falling, putting their hands down in the water for balance because they were in bare feet over the rocks. And I got thinking, man, that's the perfect place when you put your hand down for that ring to come off. And I swear to God, I wasn't doing those rocks 20 minutes, and I got a perfect Knox ring signal, 16, 17. 17 on the Knox is 9. If you're doing the water with the Knox, 17, 99% chance it's going to be a ring. And guys, this big, huge ring came out of there. I'm not going to give it away now because I got the video coming up. And I left my phone with a fisherman on the beach. So I came in and he said, "Hey, did you do anything out there?" And I showed him and his wife the ring. And then they were like, "Well, that's awesome." So I took the phone and put it in my pouch. Since my pants were wet, I put it in my waist pouch. And then my next signal in the dry sand was an earring. And I showed them that. And then I met these two girls, and they asked me if I'd found anything, and I showed them the ring, and they read it for me, told me what it was. That got me even more excited. And so I kept detecting it just like 3 inches, 6 inches of water. And then I found a toe ring, and I'm like, man, I am on a roll here. So the girls were sitting in those chairs at real low, way out in the water. So I walked out to them to show them the toe ring and give them my channel name that they could subscribe. And guys, I literally had a Menardo moment where I said, man, I'm so excited. I'm finding so much stuff. I'm going back in the water. And I walked right back into the deep water with that phone in my pouch. And I realized that it literally hit me like 10 minutes later. Went, "Rob, did you leave your phone?" And I reached down and I got out of the water really fast. And no, it was that iPhone I found on Clearwater Beach the day I tried the live stream from Clearwater Beach. It was sitting under that wet sand for 3 days. And I hit the button, it came right on. Not mine. Mine was in the water 10 minutes, and it was toast. So that long story, Carl, is to tell you that I had at least 4 or 5 days worth of clips of my penny roll boxes that I lost over 200 video clips, guys. Probably the last 2 weeks of metal detecting and some of my coin roll hunting and crafting with Gertie. Good afternoon, ma'am. I know you're over there in jolly good England. Mr. Sean Webb's here from Wyomama. Hooray, Army Infantry. Go Wyomama. That's right. Just the facts that you can send the Knox in for repair is a win. Johnny, I completely agree with that. Mine also died, but by far. Yes, that's right, Randy. It can happen. I don't know, Denise. I'll have to see if I can borrow a machine. I'd like to hunt after the meeting Monday. I may be having a guest come with me, Denise, and if he does, he doesn't have a car, so I'll be taking him home. So if that's the case, Denise, unless he wants to come out and hunt with us, if he can stay out late that night, then boom. Always trying to grow the club, Denise. I need to get a new shaft, lower shaft for my 30-30. Get a new shorter one. That's interesting. I didn't even know if they made one. I know Tommy from River Styx. He's got collapsible shafts for his Knox. So when he's got the small coil on it, it's literally, he showed it last night on his stream. It's about that long. It's about the size of his arm, and he could pack that probably right in a carry-on the plane. I didn't have time. Denise is laughing because my 2 eggs are sitting inside the pan, and she's like, "You didn't make time." I go, "No, I didn't have time to make myself breakfast." They'll make themselves sitting over there. The girl's like a wobbly shaft. As long as it stays stiff, Bill. As long as it stays stiff, that's all it counts. Plugs for days. Well, I'm going metal detector, Rob, going to make my 7 cents. You guys are hilarious. He's never going to let me forget that I told him my video made 7 cents. Thank you, sir. Thanks for being in here this morning. Yeah, John. It's not the 705 itself that's heavy. It's that 15-inch nail coil. But I was getting some deep targets with it, John. So if you have an old area that you're going to Saturday, maybe I will bring that 705. Jones 55. Good morning, J Zone 55. Good morning, J Zone 55. The detecting zone's here. Good morning, detecting zone. I enjoy his intro, detecting zone. I've always enjoyed your intro. Very well done. Mr. Swifty's in the room. Holy crap, everybody's here this morning. Your phone became toast. What sorcery is this? Yeah, I know. Did you have a micro SD card in your phone? Yes, I did, Martin. So I was able to save all your good people's phone numbers that I have. I didn't have to go around and calling everybody or calling one person and trying to build my phone tree from there. I've also put a couple of the people's numbers in Denise's phone, so if it does happen again, I have at least a place to start. But the problem with that, Martin, is I record all my video to the actual phone storage, not the SD card. I always want to use the phone storage first. Yeah, I should probably set the new phone up to record on the SD card. That way I don't have that problem. But at least say that you had to fight off a shark with your Knox, and now it's taking a little water. I like it. I like it. I used it to beat back that shark. Yeah, there you go. Detecting zone is the Knox warranty is 3 years. I've got 7 months left on mine. They had no questions asked. Yep, Denise, that's how I got you in the club. Brought you in as a guest. Good morning, Mr. Howard. Speaking of our club, there is our club president, the president of SARC, SRARC, Suncoast Research and Recovery. And I always wondered why we had recovery in the name of the club until I realized that we are the #1 ring finders club in the United States with way over 600 rings found. So now I understand why the club is named what it is. But yes, detecting zone's right. I know a lot of the New York guys all have Knoxes. Now, several of them have different machines, but most of them have needed repairs. Some of us multiple repairs. Yeah, it's a great machine, and I'm hoping some of the newer ones now they're making that they've been making them so much longer now that maybe their quality control's gotten a little bit better, Zeus, or that they're it's like people's complaints about the first Teslas. They said, well, your quality's not lining up, your corners, your edges, your panels, and I'm hoping now maybe Knox has got this down to a fine science. MindLab does, and but either way, guys, I'm still a huge believer in the machine. Denise is being silly. The 15-inch coil for the 705 is so much heavier than my 17-inch coil for the 3030. Wow, Robert. Yeah, like I say, I bought that Nell coil, that 15-inch coil for the 705 right when it first came out, and it's a great coil. But that was the first thing I said in the test video I did. I said, man, this coil is so much heavier because the 705 comes with a standard 8-inch coil. It's only like that big, and it weighs nothing. So when you put that 15-inch, double the size, man. Meryl, Carlos, and I have all broken air coils. Knock on wood, detecting zone. Luckily, I have not done yet that with the Knox. Did they send you new coils without any problem? Hey, Rob, like number 20 here. Well, thank you, Weird Guy in Park. Thank you very much. Meryl and Tracy have had battery issues. I know Meryl's had battery issues. Detecting zone. Yep, Rob and I both had our control box flooded. That's what I did. I was hunting the Gulf of Mexico and I saw bubbles coming out of it, and I went, "Oh, this isn't good." Robert says the way they designed the 3030, it's perfect balance, unlike the 705. Yeah, Diving Detects even tell me record to the SD card. I completely agree. Detecting zone. Martin, I need to call you so you could show me where you put the dielectric grease at that you do to your machine. And this is all since 2019. Yep, that's when I've had mine been. I've been lucky not to break the ears of my Knox coils. Me neither, Robert. That's a good question, Dive and Detect. I don't know that. That's a really good question. I know that when I called tech support, I told him the issue. He's like, yeah, no problem. We'll take care of it. He said, but you got to call customer service and get an RMA number. He says, so we know it's been approved by customer service. And then he gave me the number for customer service. Like I say, when my phone went up, I didn't have the customer service number locked in my phone. I had the repair guy's number because they called me. They called me the same day they got my Knox last time and said, hey, somehow you got water in the battery compartment. It's toast. We're sending you out a new one today. And they mailed out my new one the same day they got the old one. And when I did that first video on that a year ago, I had a couple people contact me asking me if they could buy the old flooded box. And I was trying to explain to them, you can't keep your old box. You have to send it to them to show them that it's bad so they honor the warranty and send it back. But they said, don't worry about sending in your coil this time. We got plenty of stock coils around. We don't need your coil. Just send the control box. So I was able to send it in a much smaller box without having to send the coil in. And I sent it priority mail through the post office. I bought the extra insurance for it. And the nice thing is whatever way you send it to them and you pay to send it to them, they will send it back to you in the same box, and they will pay for the same shipping to come back to you. But whether you can call MindLab and just order a control box, I do not know. Dive and Detect. I wonder if it's like a car, though. If you tried buying a car piece by piece, you'd be paying way more for it. So it'd be interesting to see what they charge just for the control box. Robert says, I'm a little worried that the 3030 coil ears for is weaker than the Knox ears. Somebody was telling me they got a machine where the ears are just a little thicker than the Knox's. And I think even 1 or 2 millimeters thicker would make all the difference. And to me, that would be such a small expense. It would just be a penny's expense. So why wouldn't they spend the extra few cents and save themselves a whole bunch of money in the in the long run? I do. I have a spare machine, my first one. So I will be using that. I'm not going to be hunting much this week, but if I go out, I'll be using it. Oh, Robert says I have 5 coils for the 705. I got 3, Robert. I bought the gold pack when I bought mine, so I've got the little gold coil too. So I could always put on the smaller, lighter coil. I have a spare machine if my air TP broke, so I have a simplex. There you go, Jim. A lot of people bought the simplex. Mr. Sean Krause is in the room. I asked my wife if I could order a new coil. She said, sure. Boy, was she angry when she realized it wasn't a car part. That's great. That is great. Rob, I just found an app to make films, so I'm going to try and make a video for my hunt today and see how it works, even if I don't find anything real cool. Hey, yeah, go ahead. Try it for your first one. Plugs for days. Miss Denise says I have to go visit my mother-in-law. Yeah, I thought you guys would be on the road already. I shall see you tomorrow night at the meeting. Southwest Florida Treasure Detecting, good morning. Welcome. Still nighttime for me. Wow. Haven't went to bed yet. Well, thanks for being in with us before you crash for the day. Good morning, Mr. Mayor. He's up early this morning, too. Mr. Marlin's up early, guys. Yeah, they told me, Robert, on the note that on the printout of the when they emailed me my my repair number, they said it could take 8 to 14 days. They're experiencing slight delays, but they had it back to me in 8 days. I've never heard anybody that's waited 2 months. Of course, now that we're getting, well, I was about ready to say now that we're getting over COVID, but now we're getting that second wave of the what is it called, the Delta variant or whatever. You should be checking the grommets on the end of your shaft and replacing them when they get worn. I just did that, Randy. Yep, I just did that. I put a new one in mine to tighten that up a little bit to keep so I'm not tightening it too much and bending them in. Thank you, Randy. Yeah, Cynthia, that's a good idea, keeping the simplex as a backup. Absolutely. But yet I have not heard, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong here, I've not heard anybody having problems with the Knox control box if it hasn't been in the water. When I borrowed Alex's metal detector, the young lady I used to hunt with, she doesn't hunt much now because she works 3 jobs. When I borrowed hers when my Knox went in the first time, she said, sure, you can borrow my machine. Do not take it in the water. So that was her only stipulation to me. Oh, we hunted all night. Wow. Okay, well, yeah, you're ready to crash then. Cynthia's asking Dennis if he found anything. Mayor's video is the best. Yes, he is. Video is out already. Wow, you're fast. Okay, Rob's actually caught up. Put the link out there. There we go. Weigold's, I had my Knox submerged in the water and never had any leak issues. Good for you, Robert. I'm hoping I don't anymore in the future either. Silver Bull 30's here. I just finally caught up to one of his comments on my machines, on my videos. What do we got, guys? 28 people here already. Wow. Wow. With 25 thumbs up. Not too bad, folks. Sean says, I had one box fail with an error code. They sent me a new control box within a week. Yeah, that's what they did with me, Sean. They took right care of me. Thank you. Was it on sale?
No.
Or did you go to Walmart? Is it cheaper there?
Yes. Lunch.
Did you buy some more watermelons?
They don't have that flavor there.
Ah, which one did you go to?
We went to Trinity when we went to Walmart.
Yeah, where'd you go now? Right here, Tarpon?
Harbor.
Oh, Palm Harbor, okay. Miss Denise is home this morning. Good morning, Joe Strack. Joe is in the room. Cynthia says, smash that like. It's so strange that machines are flooded when they're rated up to 10 feet. We've been using ours in water. I know, Dive and Detect. I've never had mine control box more than 2 feet in the water because I'm a short guy. So if my control box is 2 feet in the water, that means I'm in water up to here. So I've never gone like scuba diving with it 10 feet in. I've never had my control box more than 2 to 3 feet in the water. And like you say, they're supposed to be rated for 10 feet. And, and yet Mine Lab makes a machine that's good to up to 250 feet. So why can't they do that same technology or that same construction? The only real problem I've had while detecting is property where the owners didn't have anything to lose. There you go, Jim. I've done a 1924 house, little corner lot that's got nothing but scrub grass. The house looks like it's falling down. I've been knocking on that door for over a year, and I finally got somebody to answer. And I swear to God, the old guy that answered the house is answered the door. He is older than the house, and he's in rougher shape than the house, but a super nice guy. He was telling me the story about how his father's brother, his uncle, was one of the founders of the town next door to us, and actually did mail delivery back in the day via horseback. And he said, sure, you can do it. And I guess the whole time that he's lived in this house, he's never had any kids there, because I have found one Wheatie and one Wheatie only doing a 1924 property, and I thought this property would be a gold mine. So I think it. Thank you. I think it depends a lot whether there's kids on the property, like you said, Jim. And Mr. Brocken's got his coffee this morning.
Yes, sir. Canopy Lake Park Cup.
Very cool.
What's going on?
Not too much. How you doing?
All right, man.
Sean says, I won't put my machine in the water because I won't take a chance of losing a week detecting up in New York. The season is short enough. Sean, put it in the water like the week before the season ends. That way, if it gets wet, you just send it off after it starts getting cold. Marlon Tripwire shouting out who today? Do you mean me?
Oh, probably.
Oh, Corey.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, everybody's saying hi to Corey. Good morning, Corey, the treasure hunter. Just wanted to pop in while I get ready to go hunting. Well, thank you. Okay. Well, that's cool that Tripwire is going to give him a shout out. How's your hand doing?
Still. Hopefully, I mean, it's getting a little better. I don't know. They're supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to go and see an orthopedic, but I'm not too sure about that. When that's going to happen, or if it's going to happen. They're dragging their feet on it.
Yeah, Howard says the Excalibur is more suited for water than the Knox. I think that's pretty much almost like a water machine. After 9 years, I had to replace the battery, and 11 years change the coil to the Nell Tornado. Yeah, see, I mean, a machine that's been out that you've had for 11 years before you get a different coil for it, that's a tried and true proven water machine. And everybody I know who's had an Excalibur, at least one time they've sent them in. I know, like I said, Howard did. I know Clearwater Mike did. But I guess if you get 9 years out of a machine before you got to send it back, that's a dang good machine.
I was looking at that stuff that they were talking about. I was thinking about like the bulb grease and the electrical grease and stuff like that you can use at like an Advance Auto or AutoZone or something like that on your battery contacts. That might help out.
Yeah, it probably would on the battery contacts too. And I'm going to definitely put it around my headphone jack when I get my new one back, like Martin was talking about, Randolph Rail Recovery. Several people, I had my Garrett carrot flood because I keep it on my waist when I'm water hunting. And so I got home one day and I went to go use it the next day and I had no sound. I sent it back to Garrett. So somebody was telling me, when you take the battery compartment off and put a new battery in, it's got that little waterproof rubber gasket. And they said put the dielectric grease around that too. And I did. My neighbor, Denise's neighbor next door here, has a boat, and he had a little 1 ounce container left over. And he goes, here, just take my 1 ounce. This will last you forever. So I've got a little container of it, Martin. So I will do that when I can't. Man, I can't type before my coffee.
You see this hat? You recognize who it is?
Something Yackers.
Dirty Mag Yackers.
Dirty Mag Yackers. That's a cool combination of a name.
Yeah, man, go subscribe. They're on YouTube. They found over 70 guns within 1 year.
Wow. Off bridges?
Yeah, they're in Georgia. It's two brothers that like to go out magna fish. They actually had a channel. They had a channel that was over 4,000, right? They weren't monetized. They couldn't get monetized because the brother Jake actually had a YouTube in 2013 and made a password, and he used an email. He forgot the email. He forgot the password that he used, so he couldn't get monetized. So I helped him out. I told him, I said, man, you got to wipe that thing out, man, and start all over. I'm sorry, but keep all your videos and start a new one, man, so you can get monetized. And that's what he did. it sucks. He had to get over 4,000 subscribers wiped out, but he's over 2,000 right now, and he's gaining more subscribers as we speak, and he's doing pretty good. It sucks, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do, man. You got to make money. You got to be able to get gas money. Now, he's doing all right. Everybody likes them too.
How did he have his channel locked and he didn't forget a password for YouTube? I've never had to put a password in for YouTube.
Well, you had to have your email address and a password in order to get into your AdSense. He has an AdSense account, but he don't know where the AdSense account came from. Like in 2013, he made an AdSense account. He didn't know. He used an email address and a password that he could not figure out.
Well, okay, that part I can understand, because what happened was when I hit the 4,000 hours, YouTube sent me my AdSense info, and they sent me a password.
Yes.
And I waited so long to use it that the password expired, and I was sitting there figuring out, okay, I'm going to have to watch somebody's video and figure out how I get around this password or apply for a new password. And I was trying to figure that out, and right when I was trying to figure that out, they sent me a notice saying, hey, you have not activated your AdSense account. Do you want us to send you a new password that must be used within 14 days? And I hit yes, and I immediately did it then and registered my AdSense account. And as soon as I did that, but obviously if it had been years, he was way past that. So,
well, he didn't even get anything. They actually came out and they said, you already have an AdSense account under another email address. We can't do this for you. So that screwed him up.
Carl, that's good information there, buddy. I'll put your tip up there and then your thing down here. Yeah, I always double check, Carl. If I'm buying something, I always double check to see if it's priced more reasonable somewhere else. So let's see what we got here. Yes, Rob is about 5'8", I believe. Cynthia, wow, very good, Cynthia. That's exactly what I am. Marlon, I don't know if you were here last week during the races, but I actually figured out how to do a duck race last week. I got permission from Airbnb host in Spearfish, South Dakota, 1919 house, my best hunt yet. Congratulations, Joe. We would love to do a 1916 to 1919 is our sweet spot for houses. For some reason, Dalton and I always do very well on late teen houses. Lost ways detecting and treasure hunting. Good morning, campers.
No, Rob, to dive and detect did bring something up a while ago. I don't think you noticed it. It said, I'm strongly considering getting a Sea Ghost mod for the control box.
I saw that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what a Sea Ghost mod is.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either.
Maybe you can explain that one.
Now, I got a question for you.
Fire out.
Why is water getting into the battery compartment? Is there not a gasket on it?
I don't know. It's a sealed compartment because it's got the rechargeable lithium-ion batteries. You never have to change those out. You should never have to open that up. But when I took the control pad off with the hand arm part, and you look in there, you can see that you can disassemble that, because obviously they got to be able to assemble it to put it up into the shaft of the handheld. But I've never even thought about putting the dielectric grease around that, but I guess I will. I'll coat that in dielectric grease before I put the new one on my. But
there should be like a gasket that actually prevents the water from going in, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I would think so, because that's what the Garrett Carrot has. It's got that little waterproof gasket around the battery compartment, and I'm assuming the Knox would have. Now on the actual machine, it's the control pod is two parts. You can see a seam in it, and that's supposed to be sealed permanently. So I would imagine the only place the water could come in through would be the speaker, the headphone jack, or the battery compartment. And apparently now I've succeeded getting water in 2 out of 3 of those.
I'm wondering if they screwed up and said the whole thing was waterproof, and it wasn't. It was just the coil.
Now, there's so many of those out there now. There's hundreds of thousands out there now that are working fine for people.
Yeah, but they're all going in for repair, aren't they?
Yeah, you take a couple hundred out of a couple 100,000, and I think that's still a pretty low percentage.
So some of them forgot to put the gasket on.
Either that or just not stealing up good.
Yeah,
Great,
no waterproof.
congratulations. Great hunt, Joe. Great hunt.
Wow. Is there screws on the box?
No, there's no, you can't take
No
that control pod.
screws.
Nope. It is a factory sealed pressed unit. But congratulations, Joe.
Wow, that's weird.
Randy's got to go. He's got to have a great day. BC Treasure Trail says it's 6:30 his way. Wow. Thanks for being here this morning, that early, BC Treasure Trails. I'm still in bed. Good for you, Mayor.
Oh, he's funny.
Yeah, Robert, my mom shrunk some as she got older. Marlon saying hi to Silver Wrench. The only way I know Rob's height is I'm the same height as him. Yeah, Cynthia, yeah, we pretty much look eye to eye, Cynthia. Shout out special after Rob's show by a couple of minutes. There you go. Don't everybody forget to go. Well, I know everybody forgets to Marlin because we do a rush to Marlin's.
Yeah, we all
raid
rush that.
Marlin.
Absolutely.
Rob, he's asking me again, Brockton, do you know anything about the Sea Ghost control box mod? No, I don't. As a matter of fact, I've never even heard of that. I don't even know what that is. Diving Detect, so maybe you could let us know.
Hey, maybe you could throw the link and see if he can come up and he'll tell us.
Yeah, Diving Detect, if you want to come up and talk about it, that's great.
Come on, Mark. You can do it.
Diving Detect is Mark. Thank you.
Mark and Angela.
Mark is Mark.
Mark and
Sean
Angela,
Kraus,
yes.
Gig Master has a video about leakage where the screws, the material around where they go in. Ah, okay, Sean, thank you. Yeah, I knew who you were talking about, buddy.
What is it? The leakage where the screws are on the material?
See, there are no screws. The only screws I can think there are.
See, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, there's no screws in the control box unless he's talking about underneath where the battery compartment is, because there's none on the sides.
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, if there is screws, maybe you can get, like, if there's no, like, rubber seal on the screws, you can get the little O-rings and screw the screw down and be able to seal it yourself with a rubber O-ring.
Here you go. Here's what Martin
that's
says.
something I can think of.
Martin says, I use the dielectric jelly on the electric part of the headphones. Okay, I didn't know you could do that.
Okay.
And the coil cable connection. Okay. I then put the diver's silicone on all the O-rings and seals. The battery compartment is either sealed or not. Good morning, sir.
Mr. Mark.
Good morning.
What up, bro?
So what is this control mod?
Poor girl.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, honey? Oh, that's great.
Hold on one second.
Yeah, you gotta.
There you go. Howard
you
from
go.
Epic Adventure Ontario. He's putting up the Treasure Net detector modifications underwater for Mind Lab. There you go. Howard's putting up a link to a form to modify your Mind Lab. There you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
I haven't.
Inside the battery compartment where the screws goes in, it cracks. Ah, Sean. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody in the U.S. with it, but it looks like a pretty solid modification for the Knox if you don't mind voiding the warranty on it, or if you're out of warranty.
Yeah, why not do it? Why not do it the day after you go out of warranty? Because if it helps your machine and there's nothing, and they're not going to pay for it anyway, then why not do it and try and make your machine more waterproof? I agree.
Absolutely.
It looks like it's pretty solid though. You're in the control box part with battery compartment, and you're putting it in a separate housing that's, I guess, more watertight than the original, and it looks a little beefier, and it looks like it'll hold up to a little bit more. They claim that it can go deeper than the original too.
Oh, so you're actually putting the entire control pod inside of another unit that's waterproof?
Yeah, it's here. I can't.
Like
I didn't send a photo of it, but that's what it looks like.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool as hell.
That is cool. Wow.
So that
Yeah, that thing looks like it's ready to go scuba diving.
yeah, it looks like it can go. Yeah, right.
How much does that cost, Mark?
It's better sealed. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody in the U.S. with it. I've just started hearing about it. I got to.
Wow, that's a great tip to throw out here in the stream this morning.
I got to
Oh,
do a
yeah.
little bit more research on it to see if it's something worthwhile or if it's something that it would be. It's interesting to me because we use ours in the water a lot, and
Yeah.
I keep hearing about everybody flooding their control box, and I get nervous because obviously they're not inexpensive machines, and like you said, I mean, it took you how long? It took 8 days to get yours returned to you. For us to be, without one for 8 days would be.
I know. I feel naked right now. I know.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I didn't mean to offend Jim from MD Melbourne. He's one of my earliest subscribers. He was probably one of my first 100 subscribers because he found me because he swings a 705 or he swung a 705 in Australia, and Mind Lab's out of Australia. So we kind of hit it off because we had the same machine. So when I did my little video yesterday on the NOS going back, I said I feel naked without it. And he sent me a little thing saying, Rob, I never thought you'd say that. Considering you still own the 705, it's a good machine. I said, it is, Jim. It is a good machine, but it's not the NOx. I mean, that's the reason I bought the NOx was to move the next step up on my lab. And I just hadn't used it in 2 years. And I'll be honest with you, I couldn't remember the controls on it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm going to have to go back and watch a YouTube video today on the 705 just so I can remember how to use it from the dirt to the sand. But I do know a lot of people that won't take their NOx in the water. And I'm like, what's the proof of, I mean, yeah, I guess you could have a waterproof machine. So in case you get caught in a downpour, you don't have to worry about it. And Dalton, my hunting partner, he's not a beach guy. He could care less about hunting the beach. So he's never going to put it in the water. I've seen him put the coil in the stream a couple of times in some parks in the little streams, but no, him and Troy have never put their control boxes underwater.
No, I assume you washed it and rinsed it off after every time that you ran it. Like even with proper maintenance, like you still had the issue.
See, Martin says he's going with a C100 Mark II if he's in the saltwater. He's going to do the saltwater a lot. Bobby Henninger, good welcome to the hello everybody just lurking and learning. Well, Bobby, in this stream you're going to learn how to get your NOx wet, okay? What not to do with your NOx and rob a stream, okay?
Oh man, that's funny.
I also just started using Salt Away on it. Have you ever heard of that product?
No, I have not. I'm assuming it's something that
we use it for our boat, and we flush our engines out with it after we run it in salt water, and it's supposed to, I guess, add a little life expectancy to your motor and to any metal parts in the boat. It actually helps dissolve the salt so that it doesn't corrode everything in the boat. So I started using that when I rinse off the Equinox. When I take it underwater, I rinse it off with that stuff to try and get rid of as much salt off of the unit as possible, because just rinsing it alone is not getting all the salt off.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like when I leave the beach, if I do Clearwater Beach, they've got all the they got all the family rinsing stations there. So I make sure that I rinse the machine off, I rinse my pinpointer off, and I rinse my scoop off, and I leave the beach. And then when I drive home, I actually wash it with a rag with some dish soap on it, and make sure I get all the salt off of it, and then I let it dry out. I don't
you wash it.
That's because I'm from Baltimore, so that's the one word. That's the one word from Baltimore that you hear just think when it's wash. When I was a kid, I
wash it.
I actually thought it was spelled WARSH. Okay, so. Water and wash. That's my two words there. So, and a dresser drawer. So.
I'm gonna go wash myself in the shower.
Yeah, well, at least I don't have to go park the car. Okay.
I know, right? That's funny. Let's go to the harbor. Let's go to the harbor.
Martin Randolph Relic Recovery says Salt Away is great stuff. Martin has a boat too, and he used to be a fishing captain back in his day. So yeah, he's familiar with that.
Yep.
Randolph, Relic Recovery. I wash it by the gorse.
Yeah, Martin doesn't let anything get by, okay, without.
It's funny.
Now, is this the first waterproof machine you've had?
No, this is the second one. Actually, we had the Simplex Plus before this. We actually still have the Simplex, and I think similar to you, like I think I'd have to relearn it at this point if I ever had to use it again.
Hey, Mark, send it to my address. I need one. No, I'm just kidding.
You have one. You have the
It's
good.
funny, Mark. I know several people that have the Simplex. I've hunted with a couple people who have the Simplex. Excuse me, and they all love it. But I've heard it doesn't stay quiet around the salt water.
It doesn't at all. At all. I can't really take it in salt water. I can take it on the beach, and you ground balance it to 0, and you can run it on the beach. It's a little chattery, and I don't think it gets anywhere nearly as deep as the Nox does. But it's usable. But once you hit water with it, like as soon as you put it in any type of surf or any type of moving water, salt water, it gets real chattery really quick.
And I'll be honest with you, that's the number one reason I bought the Nox, because I knew I'd want to eventually start water and beach hunting. And you can take that thing and throw it in the choppiest water, and it is quiet as a church mouse. That salt water does not affect that ground balancing at all. I mean, you could be daydreaming while you're swinging in the water, and you get a signal, and you know it's going to be a real signal. It's not going to be chatter. Like I say, the other day when I was doing that rocky beach I'd never been on, and I literally was having such a bad week of metal detecting. I was literally asking the metal detecting guys, just give me one good ring signal. And I swear to God, like 20 minutes later, that 17 popped up and I said, I had to get through the rock, because it was I was taking the big rocks out of the scoop and then the smaller rocks, and I tilted my scoop, and that big ass ring comes sliding out of there.
Wow.
And I was like, well, thank you very much. Made my day. So actually it made my month. So it's only the second one of those rings I've ever found.
That's awesome. That's funny. Gold's Metal Detecting Adventure says Brockton just sounded like my buddy from Maine. It's funny because Maine talks like us, and they have great lobster. You definitely got to go check out their lobsters. There was like in Maine, you got like they got like big blue lobsters, man. You ever see the blue lobsters? They're huge.
Cynthia, who when I met her, she had her Simplex up at Florida Hunt 7. Her husband surprised her and bought her a Nox for her birthday, and she says the same thing. That's what she loves about her Nox. It's quiet, and her Simplex is such a chatterbox. I hunted with Miss Susie Q when she got her Simplex, and she enjoyed it, but I could tell where she was at all times because it kept making noise. And that was back before they did the update, where if you put your pinpointer near it to do something, it picked up on the pinpointer and made noise until they got that update for it that canceled that out. And here's Randolph. See, Randolph says the same thing. My Simplex does not like the salt water at all. And the Amphibio is so complicated, I have a laminated cheat sheet just so we can use it. Hey, Mikey, welcome this morning. Yeah, I didn't have time to make my scrambled eggs. They're still sitting in the pan. When Denise came home, she started laughing. I said, yeah, I was running late. Wow, Joe, I wish we could be hunting in 50-degree weather right now. Let's go get some wicked awesome lobster. Where is my did I bring my little pill bottle in with my rings? All right, I'll go get the ring, guys. Stand by. I wasn't going to show it, but I'll show it.
You get some lobster from the harbor.
How's your arm making out?
It's doing all right, man. It feels better. But it's still, I don't know, when I take it off, I can only turn it so much this way, turn it so much this way before it starts hurting again. But it's doing a lot better from, you know, last week. So thank God for that, man, because
It's gonna take.
I need my hand back, man. I need to go out and do some magnet fishing. I need to start swinging again.
Are you getting like the shakes there after not hunting for a few?
Oh my goodness, man! I haven't put a video out for like what, a month or so. It's crazy. I need to. I'm dying here, man. I need to get out and do something.
There's probably a half a dozen of us here from Florida in this stream, so I'm here to tell everybody: if you go hunt Clearwater Beach from north of the pier, about 100 to 200 feet in about 3 feet of water, you will be able to find a silver mercury dime, because I took it to the beach because Howard won it on the stream here last week, and I was going to give it to him at the beach, so I put it in a little plastic baggie in my pocket, and apparently the weight of the dime did not outweigh the weight of the baggie, and it floated right out of my pocket in about 3 feet of water and then sank. So, guys, there is a mercury dime off Clearwater Beach if anybody wants to go find silver in the water.
In a plastic bag.
Howard, your prize is out there in Clearwater Beach.
Mark, you gonna go get it?
Yeah, yeah. I want to go down to Florida. I really got to get down there. We were talking about and discussing like what we want to do for
Look at that.
Vacation.
It's my second platinum wedding ring.
Ooh, very nice.
Oh man, that is amazing. Does it have any engravings in the middle?
It's got the PLAT, but no, it's got no engravings for personal. I found a tungsten ring on Clearwater Beach. We did a ring find last month on Clearwater Beach where a military guy lost his, and we always want to hop to it when it's somebody in the military. He lost his wedding ring, and he knew right where he lost it. And Howard and I went out there, and within 10 minutes, Howard had the guy's ring. I'm not sorry, not Howard, Clearwater Mike. And Mike goes, I just came out for the ring, Rob. I can't stay on the beach and hunt with you tonight. And I'm like, not me, man. It's a 30-mile drive for me to get here. Once I'm here, I'm staying for 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
So the guy was on the phone to leave a donation with our club. And I took 20 steps from the guy and got a penny signal, put the pinpointer down. It hit something hard. I pulled out this beautiful dark tungsten ring with a wood grain band around it. And this is what it said. What it said on the inscription. It had an inscription saying "I love you forever" and had the wedding date, and it was 6 months ago. The guy was a brand new newlywed, and he lost his wedding ring with the date.
Oh no!
And I was like, man, that dude is in some serious trouble right now. So
if only you can find the person. Though.
I put it on Craigslist. I put it. Lost wedding ring, Clearwater Beach with inscription and date. And I didn't put the date, in the thing. So if somebody knows the date, and they, I've had it on Craigslist now for over a month, hoping somebody would, see it in the Tampa Bay area. That was if they were here on vacation and check it out, but nobody's checked it out.
You know what I was thinking, Rob, is maybe putting it on like a Tampa Bay News or something. Maybe like I don't know, like a newspaper or something. I mean, that's it's something that they can't get back.
I thought about putting it on Facebook Marketplace too, because a lot more people use Facebook than go on Craigslist. But yeah,
I mean, if they show a receipt for it, you're good.
Oh, man. Absolutely. I mean, even if they just gave me the right date, I know what it was. So,
yeah,
but yeah,
exactly.
I called our club president. I said, "Hey, has anybody lost a tungsten wedding band with an inscription?" He goes, "No, we haven't gotten any calls." And
you might even be able to just do a quick Google search and see who got married on that day.
Yeah. And you know what? And somebody would probably be like, man, I lost my wedding ring on such and such day, whatever, in the beach. I mean, if you go on Facebook and just search that, maybe it'll come up.
Now,
I put that aside so to see if I can get it back to somebody, because I mean, what's the odds of you selling that to somebody else with the exact same wedding date? Yeah, Martin, I remember the day my wife gave me that ring. Which wife was that, Randolph? And he'll say, "Good morning, Javier. Good morning." Martin's going to say that's cold, but he's the one that makes jokes about his fourth ex-wife. So, but yeah, it's funny because when I did my one Sunday morning live stream from the beach, well, let me say when I tried it, I picked a day that had 20-mile-an-hour winds, and it turned out to be an epic fail. But in the short time that I was live, I got this huge signal just south of the pier in the wet sand right at the waterline, and I pulled out this guy's iPhone, and I hit the button, and it came on. It's been sitting in wet sand for 3 days. and the thing came on. I had mine in the water for 10 minutes and it shut down. This thing had been under the wet sand for 3 days. I hit the button and it's still working. So he had it locked with a passcode. So I took it to my computer guy, this young guy, and he used some hacking code and he got through the password to where he could open the phone up to the home page and find out the phone's phone number. So when he found out the phone's phone number, I wound up calling the guy. He was in Ohio or someplace. And I explained to him who he was. And he goes, dude, I was in Clearwater Beach 2 days ago on vacation. And I know right where that phone was. I lost it. And I said, just give me your address and I'll mail you the phone back. So
time to get an iPhone.
The date was sometime in the last 6 months. I was drinking and don't remember. Well, if you don't remember your exact wedding date, Martin, you're not getting the ring back. I'll let your wife know you were so drunk you don't remember what day you got married.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, man.
But yeah, I mean, we've gotten over 600. Our club's gotten over 660 rings back to people. We get calls. Thank you, Nick.
That's awesome.
Nick House is in the room. Metal Angler's in the room. Wow. I've never lost a phone and broke a phone. Mikey, congratulations, because I go through phones faster than my underwear, buddy, and it's starting to cost me money that I don't have. Let me tell you. I got my new one in one of the hard cases, so of course I had one in a case like this and I dropped it and of course it hit this side.
Yeah.
But
that's how it works.
I need a metal, I need that ghost box to put around my phone. That's what I need. Digger's Den, Tyson Fury is in the room. Wow, everybody's here. We are at 29. Congratulations, guys. Thank you very much.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Digger's Den, Terry. But yeah, Nick's here too. This is great, guys. But yeah, I'm going to have to research on that box now, Mark. And
like I said, I haven't seen anybody here with it, so I don't know if it's made it here yet.
UFO Tim is here. Thanks, Tim.
It's quite a nice box, Mark.
It looks promising.
There have been so many, 7 to be exact, unless you count my third wife twice, who was also my 6th wife. Martin, you're freaking hilarious, man. You're killing me. Digger's Den, funny. Martin, you're a legend. I don't know if you're famous or infamous, Martin. Yeah, Denise says Martin's a legend in his own mind. UFO Tim has been one of my newer subscribers, leaving me some great comments. Hey guys, talking about comments in my giveaway, this new format that I did, asking, telling people that I was going to pick one of my last 7 videos and pick a comment from it and use those people as enters in my contest. You would not believe how much it's increased my view time.
I bet.
That's
because
cool.
People are going back to make sure they left a comment on that specific video and leave a specific comment that I know they've watched at least part of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did my analytics the other day, and my view time has jumped up, and so has my hours.
That's awesome. So, good for you.
But,
hey, Rob,
yes,
there's a Facebook group called Lost and Found Wedding Rings.
Ooh, let me write that down.
Yep. And everybody's saying, oh, I found this here. Anybody know whose this is? Please, let me know. Yeah. And some of them are like, found, or I need help from a metal detector. So definitely check that out, because, you can actually find someone's ring on this too.
There you go. Thanks for the help.
Ring found in New York, 23rd Street and Broadway, Manhattan. Need proof. Ring belongs to whoever comes to claim. That's it.
There you go. That's you go. Awesome. I will definitely do that when we get off the stream here today. I will put it on as many avenues as I can. So
yeah, I mean, don't go crazy with it, because those rings are only $49, but it's the principle of it, and it's a sentimental type of
thing. Could keep them off the sofa for a couple of weeks, You're
absolutely right, man. Absolutely right, dude. That's funny.
Died and Detected says we will be in New Jersey in September and plan on hitting Atlantic City and Cape May beaches for a few hours if you'd like to join for a hunt. Well, that's awesome, Howard.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I might be interested in that.
Yeah, he used to live up in that area, and he's taking his wife up there on their vacation to check out some of his old haunts. So, statute of limitations expired, except the one restraining order that keeps getting renewed. At this rate, I'll never get off probation. This ankle monitor is getting old.
Hey,
everybody,
Rob, where did
knows,
you lose? Where'd you find that ring? The tungsten one?
Clearwater Beach.
Clearwater. Okay.
It's funny. Silver Red says finders, keepers, losers, weepers. Yeah, it's funny that Martin's making a joke about the probation and his ankle monitor. I joke with people. Everybody knows what a fanboy I am of Green Mountain metal detecting, and I just, I think they're the most professional videos made. And I said, yeah, I keep asking Brad to go on a hunt, but the restraining order hasn't expired yet, so he says no. So, but
that's funny.
Metal Angler says I had my surgery Friday. They removed the tumor.
How did it go?
I am back home. Fantastic. He was telling us
Thank
how big
God.
the tumor he had, and he was trying to find somebody to do the surgery on it. Fantastic.
Nice. That's awesome. Good to hear.
Fantastic. Everybody wishes him the best. That is awesome, guys.
The prayers worked, man.
They do.
Now for a speedy
shout out for thoughts.
Now for a speedy recovery. Exactly.
Yeah, he feels 1,000 times better. That is awesome.
That's cool.
Please, thank you, honey.
He was in a lot of pain.
I'll get permission from my sister, or maybe I could blot out her face. But I was mentioning last week when he was talking about his tumor. My sister got one, and she had the Obamacare, but just as Denise did. But the policy she had, nobody would take it because they knew they weren't going to get paid. It was some piece of crap insurance, and nobody wanted to take it. And her tumor kept growing and growing and growing, and it got to be where it was bigger than a volleyball in her stomach. She looked like she was 9 months pregnant. And she finally found 2 surgeons at Tampa General Hospital that would do the surgery. And
wow.
And they did the surgery, and I think they said it was like 31 pounds or something. It was massive. But luckily, it was benign. So, but like you say, as soon as just like he said, as soon as they took it out, she felt so much better. Brooklyn Treasure Hunter in the house.
Brooklyn, what's up, my brother?
How's it going, Aunt?
Oh, honey, that's good coffee.
Did you go out with Brooklyn yet or no, Mark?
No, I haven't been out with anyone really.
No, I don't have the list. They told me how to do that.
Because Mark sucks.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
No, I'm just kidding. Tidewater definitely sucks.
All right, somebody told me how to do this last week, but I'm gonna.
You want to come say?
All righty, guys. It's 10:14. At 10:30, we'll do a duck race.
Hi. My daughter says hi if you don't want to say hi in person, though.
Yeah. Hi.
How many thumbs up do you have, Rob?
I have 37 with 29 watching, so we're way ahead on thumbs up. So thank you, folks.
She's saying hi. Rob.
Who's saying hi?
My daughter. She's saying hi.
Oh, there she is up there. That's where she was last time. I like that little look up there. How you doing, kiddo?
They said hi. It's funny.
All right, let's see here. Yep, Anthony, Brooklyn Treasure Hunters here, saying hi to everybody. Did you hear about the stage that collapsed in Miami Gardens, Florida? No, I did not, Mikey, because I know Mike's down there in college.
Wow.
South Florida's having some issues lately. Stage collapsed when they were setting up the stage for the day concert. No injuries. Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
It's
Why Gold says he might be in Tampa next month, going to be staying in Apollo Beach and got permission to hunt there. Fantastic, Robert. Make sure you get a hold of me. Let me put my email in the chat here. And a month from now is enough time I might actually read it.
Wow. This lady.
I'm really bad, guys, on some of my. There you go, Rob. There's my email.
It's a lot to keep up with.
I'm still sitting on.
I actually mailed out a silver coin to a winner this week, and I mailed out 2 stickers to people that sent me their address for stickers. So I didn't do too bad this week.
I'm still sitting on like 10 or 11 that I need to mail out. But I'll mail them out. I'll mail them out.
People have not sent me their address yet, Brockton, for me to forward it to you.
Which people?
2 of the winners from last week.
I might already have them.
I'll have to find it here.
Okay.
I'll get a hold of you when this is.
Yeah, no doubt.
Mr. Reed is in the house, which is good because I already had him in my duck race.
Hey, so I'm looking at this wedding ring thing. Man, this lady, she lost a ring that has 3 carats on it.
Whoa.
She's like, I'm hoping and praying someone finds it and turns it in. I don't know about that.
Yeah, good luck with that.
She said, please contact me or the Federal Way Police Department. Where's that?
The what?
Federal Way. She lost it on July 10th. She don't know where she lost it, though. That is nuts. It's a 3-carat diamond center. It's a 3-carat in the center. It's a big, huge diamond in the center.
Oh my God! We found
a whole bunch of
once, and I knew that was worth over 10 grand.
That's a rock, man.
And it's not only that, dude. It's 3-carat in the middle and 2.5-carat enhancer around it. That's 5.5 carats, man.
That's insane.
Is someone gonna really give that back? I hope, but. Who knows? I mean, what if they don't see this post?
But see, here's what's discouraging for people. My very first ring hunt with the Ring Horners organization that I joined in my club, we went, and I'm going to tell this story. I don't give a crap. It might upset Howard. We actually met the family at their waterfront home on the Gulf of Mexico. They put us on their boat that they were on the day before. They were all out on their boat on what we call the salt flats here, which you can go like 3 miles out in the Gulf, and there's an area where it's only like 3 feet deep at low tide, and a lot of boaters party out there, and there's some stilt houses out there and a couple little islands, and they were out there partying, and the wife didn't want to lose her $20,000 ring, so she put it in the drink koozie. The husband, not knowing this, picked up the drink koozie and put his beer in it and used it to drink beer all day.
Oh, yeah, you said that last week.
He took his bottle out, and it had water from sweating, and he threw it overboard. So here it is, 3 miles out in the Gulf. We're out there with 4 of us with Knoxes and water machines looking for this $20,000 ring. 4 hours. And Howard found it by hunting an area they said they weren't at. We were right here. We were docked right here, anchored right here.
Wow.
He went over about 50 yards, and we did a grid down there 50 yards, and Howard found the $20,000 ring.
That's
fun. And they did not give the club a donation.
Oh my goodness.
They owned a restaurant, waterfront home, big boat, partying, and they said thanks for the ring and never heard from them again.
Wow. So I just found out this is Washington State. So anybody want a 5.5 carat ring that they can return to this lady, or it's in Washington State. Wow, that's crazy. That's a far hike too. I mean,
that's
you got to think of it.
Isn't it?
Yeah, well, you got to think of it though. That water's moving all the time, and the silt underneath. I mean, they're lucky they found it because all that silt moves every time. Like, you know, storms and all that, rain, anything. So that could have been covered like 6 feet underneath nasty silt, and nobody would have found it. But thank God they went out when they did. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, it was good that we got to go out the next day. So, all right.
It's wrong that they didn't. They should have donated something.
Good morning, Tennessee Adventures. I think I missed Tennessee Adventures. Maybe that's. I'm sorry, Tennessee Adventures. I missed you saying hi. If you're still here, apologize for that. Welcome to the chat. I'm trying to put names in for the duck race here. If you haven't left a comment in the last few minutes, guys, leave a quick hi that you're here so I know to put you in the duck race.
Hi.
Hi.
There we go. Thanks, guys. Everybody's a comedian. Yeah, the two guys on the stream said hi.
Oh, we're such wise butts, man.
I'm trying to type in all these names here. I'm doing pretty good. I've got I'm up to 21 out of the wow, we're up to 33. Wow.
Nice.
I don't want to forget anybody.
So apparently they laser engrave the diamonds.
Yeah, they could do that now.
Things like that.
Oh, really?
That's what I guess that's Wyoming Gold's metal detecting adventure said.
They can engrave the diamond?
I guess so, yeah. Laser engrave.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just like etching glass, I guess.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Makes
But you're
sense.
not going to see it without
a loop, right?
magnifying glass, unless it's a 3 carat.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Montana Treasure Hunter. Congratulations! Found 2 mercury dimes last night and my first Canadian large cent. Dalton, Troy,
That's
and I each
awesome.
found 1 Canadian large cent, and man, that was an exciting find, especially down here in Florida to find a Canadian large cent.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
J Zone 55 says, "Good morning, everybody. Yeah, Rob, you're bad at returning messages." Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I do admit that, guys. I'm not on Facebook that often. I did get on last night to put on my finds from a street tear out. We did a street tear out, Dalton and I, Thursday in the town south of Denise. They tore up one of the red brick roads in front of a 1906 house, permission I got, and they did about half the block. And I'm telling you, it was one of the best 3-hour hunts we ever did. Five 1900 coins we got Thursday.
Jeez, that was amazing.
We got some relics that are incredible. I mean, not like run of the mill. Yeah, I got a harmonica reed and you know we got some run of the mill that you find all the time. But Dalton got a brass cufflink with a design on the cufflink. Now that's not a relic you find every day.
That's cool.
Wow.
That ring went straight to a pawn shop. She said the one you were talking about, Brockton.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You think?
NorCal's in the room. Good morning, NorCal. So there's another name I could put in the duck race. I'm up to 23 now. Honey, it doesn't save the list. I don't know why it doesn't. Maybe because I'm using their free service and not their paid service.
For what?
The duck race.
You gotta copy and paste it from YouTube.
Yeah, copy and paste.
Yeah, I can't.
You gotta have everybody. You gotta have
right,
everybody.
I can do that on that one, but I can't go from that computer to this computer with a cut and paste because they don't show me.
No, you gotta use another tab, Rob, on that computer.
Yeah.
Right, I got two. Oh, you got to open the stream up on this one. Okay.
Yeah, you copy it off of that one.
You go to
off of your channel.
Yeah, go to the participants.
Yep.
And then copy and paste it from there.
Carl's still here.
Yeah, what you want to do is everybody.
Now, guys. I'm almost done now. I got 25 out of 30.
Yeah, well, for future.
Yeah, for future.
Yeah,
for
you explained that to me last week, and I forgot I need to open up the second.
And what you want to do, Rob, is before you do it, you tell everybody to write something in the chat, whatever it is, and then everybody will start typing something, and like duck or whatever, Brockton sucks, whatever. And once that's in there, they'll go ahead and be on that list. So whoever is in the chat now, because you could be putting people that already left right now.
That's true. That's true. Well, then, we'd have to do another race then, wouldn't we?
Yeah. Hey, why not? It's a beautiful thing. What's the prize today, my brother?
Oh, I think we'll send out more silver today.
Ooh. I got a question. What year on quarters are silver?
All
64.
yeah, all up to go to 64. All
So 64 down.
yes. Dimes,
That's awesome.
dimes, nickels, or dimes, quarters, and half dollars go to 64.
Yep.
But
There's
for
nickels
half
too.
dollars from 65 to 70, they're 40%. A lot of people don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now, just wondering, did anybody watch Shane from Ohio River History, his last video? Because he was actually talking about, like, man, going to Coinstar and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
you know
what
why he was
happens
talking
is
about that?
they grab the rejects.
Yep.
That's amazing.
He was saying he's got the ins at a big truck stop where he gets there all the reject change. His wife works at that truck stop, so he gets first pool. He gets first pool of that money. That's why.
Awesome. That's
But
awesome.
yeah, if you go back and you watch like Martin Randolph Relic Recovery, Mally Man, Mike 24, we all do videos when we check our Coinstar machines as we go buy them at the store.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because,
I can't wait to do it.
because the silver coins weigh a little bit different, the machine rejects them as like a slug. So if the people don't check the reject jar, you go there and you just reach in and you pull out silver coins.
Amazing.
That is beautiful.
It's wild. It is.
It's friggin' genius. It really is.
Now, Canadian coins, Canada made their silver up to 68.
Okay.
So from 64 to 68, they made theirs, I think 40 or 50% silver as opposed to 90% silver. But you can find Canadian coins, dime, quarter, and I don't know if they do half, but their silver went up to 68.
And there's
only
only
64.
There's only
so 68 down on Canadian. Wow, that's awesome.
And there's only a select few nickels, years for nickels that were silver, right?
Yes, the older nickels. Yes, they did make some older nickels. Yes.
But they were in I think it was like during the war, correct?
The United States made Civil War nickels, 42, 43, 44, and 45. Starting October 42 through 45, they needed the nickel for the war effort, so they made the nickels 35% silver.
Yeah.
And it's funny, we actually find more of them than we do Indian heads down here, even though they only made them 3.5 years. And they have the big PD or S for the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco mints stamped above the dome of Monticello or Monticello, however you pronounce it. You can't miss it. It's huge. And they usually come out looking a lot cleaner from the dirt than a regular 40s nickel.
Wow.
Martin, we're going to rent a car. It'd be cheaper that way to go to Washington State.
More nickels are 42.
Jim says he's here waiting for the duck race. Let me get Jim, make sure I get Jim S in here.
I'll be back.
42, 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I know Bill's here. I got Bill in there. Past and present. I got past and present in there. Don't have Bobby in there. Let's get Bobby in there. It's easy having Bobby. That way I don't have to confuse him with the two Robs.
You have Deej in here?
Who?
Digging with Deej.
Oh, she just came in. I had her here, but okay. Miss Deej is there. Hi, Deej. Welcome, Deej. I put her in automatically because I figured she'd be here. Yep. Brooklyn says 42 to 45 with the large mint monks.
Yeah.
Bill says he's found more silver in the metal in the Coinstar machines than he has metal. Bill, there's some months that go like that. Yes, sir. Cynthia's asking Deej if she's okay after the storms. I have a few silver Canadian nickels. There you go. Mikey's a big coin collector, Mark. So yeah, he would know that.
We've actually just started coin collecting because obviously metal detecting goes kind of hand in hand.
Yeah, they do go hand in hand. Absolutely.
So we've started our box of coins that we've started to collect, and it's starting to grow. It's getting cool. I mean, Buffalo nickel, Mercury dimes. It's interesting.
When is that video coming out? Dig in Florida with Bill Gross. The street tear out video will be probably Monday or Tuesday, sir. I've actually Denise is laughing at me. No, I've actually got it edited. I've got it 90% edited, so I'm waiting on a couple pictures from Dalton and to find a couple more to reference into an old hunt we did. But it'll be out probably Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. And like I say, I've got it mostly edited. Incredible find. Some incredible finds there. I show the red bricks from the street. The city took them all out and stacked them up on pallets and then put shrink wrap around them to keep them all neat, nice and neat. And they're putting some water lines down, and then they're going to, recompress it and then put the same red bricks, the original 1900 red bricks, right back down.
Very cool.
I've got the permission next door. The records say it's a 1930s house, but it's not. It's like more of like a 1906 house. He gave me permission. We pulled an Indian and a buffalo out of his, and then I found a bottle dump area that not only had bottles in it, I found a light bulb that said Edison light bulb. It was even before GE became General Electric. It said Edison light bulb, and it's not even broken, and it's the thinnest light bulb. And I know that's an early 1900s light bulb. It is so cool.
Broken? That's impressive.
Yeah, and then the neighbor, I was making her dogs bark because she leaves them outside, and she was like, "You're making my dogs bark. You need to leave." And I go, "Ma'am, I got permission to be here." "I'm going to call them up and tell them you're leaving holes in their yard." So I was like, wow, Rob gets a Karen on a permission. So,
hey, how did you come across that street? Did you just happen to pass by it and see it, or did you actually look for it?
My last video that I just published before the Wet Knox one, is a city block that my digging partner Dalton got us in this little town called Tarpon Springs, which is south of Denise's house here. It's an old Greek community that was founded by Greek sponge divers right here on the Gulf of Mexico, and it was founded late 1800s, early 1900s. Mm-hmm. And Dalton found an entire city block that he looked up on the old Sanborn map that had 4 houses on the 1919 map. We wound up talking to one of the neighbors, and they said the houses have been there at least 10 years before that Sanborn map. Mm. Well, he found the company that controlled that property, that was like a property management company. Yeah. And they said, when he contacted them, they said, "Perfect timing, guys. In about 30 to 45 days, we're going to start building townhouses. So it's just a big empty lot, whole city block. You guys can go to town on it." And we got it. We got it for almost 2 months. It took them 2 months. And about 2 weeks before they started on it, they came in and they knocked all the trees off of it, and they scraped about 4 inches of dirt off of it. And I'm telling you, then they said you can go back on it after we scraped it when they got all the heavy equipment off. And man, we just 1,800 stuff was popping up out of there.
I bet.
And so what I did was, when I did the video, I wanted to show how it looked then, and then I wanted to show it with the townhouses now, because it's been about 6 months, and the townhouses are going up. So I went down there to film a video clip of the townhouses, and as I drove by, I went by the street next to it where my permissions were to see if the lady was back in town that I could do her yard. And as I drove by my permission, the entire street was out. Wow. So I called Dalton up and I said, "Dalton, there's a big street tear out." And he says, I'm on the way. He didn't even hesitate. "I'm on the way. Get your gear ready. I'm coming over." Because the last street tear out we did in that city, it was our first one we ever did. He got a complete pocket watch. Wow. Still had the glass face with the hands in it, the winder on top. It was first complete pocket watch I'd ever seen found. He pulled out of the street. And then he got a Barber, like a 1902 Barber, and an Indian, an 1890s Indian, and like 3 Wheaties. And I wound up getting 4 or 5 Wheaties. And so as soon as he found out it was in the same city, on the other side of the city, he came down, and we got just as incredible finds out of this time as we did the last time they did it.
That's awesome.
And there's a city near here. They publish their street tear-outs on their city website so people know where not to drive because they're closing the street. So you can actually go to some cities' websites, and they will publish the street tear-outs, and the streets will be closed to keep people from driving down them. So you can actually find street tear-outs by going through city directories. Let me see if make sure I got everybody in here. I got Carl, I got NorCal, I got Mikey, I got Deej. Hey, there's General Diggle. Boom. Mr. Jeffson here. I can put him in for the race. Thank you, Jeff.
Brockton needs Sean needs the link to get back in.
Oh. Goober. There you go, Brockton. Jeff, you're just killing it out there, buddy. Do you see that? Yeah, you bad replier. Hope you are all well. I found 2 ice Roman silver, I don't even know how to pronounce it, word diaris this weekend, and 4 Roman bronze coins plus a Roman plum bob. Wow, they had plum bobs way back in the Roman days. Wow. Congratulations. I'm telling you, just 1 week, I want to be over there and dig the ground he digs.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to put UFO Tim in. I don't believe I have UFO Tim in. All right, that gives me 32. Wow, we're up to 35 now. Thanks, folks.
Past and present metal detecting.
Yeah, I think I got past and present. I didn't have Lincoln. I got Lincoln coins in there now, but past and present is there.
Nick Haas, Scott Jarvis. Sorry.
I don't think I have Scott, so let me make sure on that, Mark.
Jim Steele.
There we go.
You got Brooklyn Treasure Hunter. AZ Mort Squad.
Oh, Mike's here. LG Rez is here. Wow. We got Mallyman 24. We got LG. We got okay, we've got 36 names now. Gosh, we're up to 38. Somebody must have ended a stream that people are swarming in. Thanks, folks. UFO Tim says, I've been collecting silverware and silver-plated silverware. Yeah, it's always an exciting thing to try and find when you find a piece of silver or silver-plated. Martin, I'm going to leave you in for the duck race, Martin. Only coin store local to me is set up in the customer service area. You have to be using it to get near. Wow, that sucks, past and present. That sucks.
Yeah, I don't even know of any coin stores around our area.
Yeah, Jim, you don't have any your way?
I don't even know where they are.
Where are you at?
We're in New Jersey, but we're I just never taken notice to them.
Oh.
Going into stores. I just haven't.
See, ours are in our what we call our Winn-Dixie stores, which is our local shopping store. But we also have Publix stores down here. But Publix uses a different machine, and their reject tray is outside the machine, so you can look down and see your stuff. Whereas the Coinstar machine, their tray is flat with the machine, so you got to put your hand in. And a lot of people forget to do that. That's why the Coinstar machines, people like them better. Joe, I'm 99% sure I got you in here, and if not, I will definitely put you in.
Yeah, okay. There's a few around me.
Joe is in. All right, guys.
Yeah, I checked Walmart. Walmart didn't have anyone where I was, but you know, your local, like I got Stop and Shop and Shaw's, your grocery food store would have one.
Okay.
If you just search on like maps or whatever,
yeah, that's what I
yeah, you'll find it. You'll find Coinstar anywhere.
I gotta try that out. I gotta see it.
Yeah, me too, man. The truck stop. I mean, you're gonna have to like what? You just say, "Hey, I'll buy you all your rejects." That's what Shane was saying.
Do they put them aside? I was kind of confused by that. Do they clear it out periodically and put it aside in a box, or does he actually just go there?
It goes into bags, and when the bag gets to a certain weight, it tells them to empty the bag.
Yeah.
The guys on Half Dollar Make You Holler. They're a $50 coin roll hunting thing. They go into stores and ask to buy their $50 or their other change. And sometimes,
that's good. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like the store, if they weigh them, the machine also tells them how much is in there, and they just pay them for the whole bag. What the store does. Some stores will do that. Other ones are like, no, we have to send it right to the armored car company or whatever, and they won't. But all right, guys.
I thought it was $10 make you holla. I don't know. I just.
I thought it was $10 make you $10 make you holla. Yeah, you guys are hilarious. All right, I'm going to start the race here. I'm late already. All right, you comedians.
And it's $5. No, I'm not gonna say it.
He's got jokes today.
Okay, duck race.
It kind of sounds like duckies. $5 duckies.
There we go.
Nice. Here we go.
All right, I got it on both screens. Fantastic.
Go, 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 go. Yeah, baby.
There's Joe Strack out there in front.
Where's Tidewater? Is Tidewater here?
No, but I had him in there anyway. If he wins, we'll throw his ass out.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, past and present zipping right up there.
Tidewater's not here. He's a loser.
Nick Haas is in front. Well, he just dropped back. There's Mr. Austin, Treasure Outdoors. Bill Papa Rouse is coming up there with the little police hat. Mikey 007. He might take it. No, he faded.
Oh, Javier.
Jim
Oh,
S.
Jim S.
Way out in front.
Oh, no. Who's going to take it? It could be anybody. It could be anybody's game.
I know. Somebody's going to come back from that pack. Let's see. We got 10 seconds.
Mark's coming up.
Bobby's going back. Oh, there's Mark.
Mark's coming
Mark, and there's Nick H.
Mark and his little pink ducky.
Oh, Carl's going to be Carl Becker. Carl
Wow.
Becker wins it. Boom.
Figures Mark has a pink duck that has leprosy.
Boom. Carl, Nick H. in NorCal. It does kind of look leopard, doesn't it? Oh.
Yeah.
All right, how do we do this?
Good job, Carl. Congrats.
There he is. There's Mr. Jeff.
Jeff.
Good morning, sir.
What's up, man?
I've come in because
Yes,
somebody
you
said
have.
you've
Would
never
you like
seen
to show your coins?
you've never seen a Roman plumb bob. Well, here's one.
No way.
Yeah.
What? Over.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
There you go. That is awesome.
And if you look at the top, if I turn it, you'll see the hole.
See the hole, yep.
That is incredible. How old you say that is?
About 2,000 years old.
Gee.
Wow.
You can see the design on it. Some lines halfway down and around the top.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it's in really good condition. Everybody's been trying to buy that off me.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all.
Yeah, I'm not selling it though.
No, don't sell it.
No, I won't.
Give it to your grandkids. Give it to your grandkids.
Is that like a rare find for a piece like that?
I've never found one before.
Well, there you go. And you found just about everything.
Yeah, and I found a silver denarii with a hole in it. Look.
Oh my God!
Wow, necklace. There you go.
Yeah, so maybe somebody wore that.
It amazes me they put those holes in those things not to lose them, and they lose them anyway.
Or it could be a friggin' bullet.
Nick says that plumb bob looks like it could be put right back to use, Jeff.
They didn't have guns then, anyway.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I don't know. I'm trying to get that the right way so you can see it.
That's is so crazy.
That's the right way there. There you go.
That's wild.
Wow.
And then here's another one. That's from the year 80 AD.
80
Wow.
AD. That's we just can't fathom that here.
Wait a minute. This one's really nice. Let me put my glasses on so I can see.
Wait. What's the year?
80 AD. 80 AD.
I know. You can't even picture that, Brockton. Look at that.
80? Just 80. Just 80. There's no 19. No. What?
Yeah. 80 years after Christ was born.
Are you kidding me? That is amazing.
No, I'm not.
It's 2,000 years old.
I
know. That's crazy.
Yeah, I get excited when I find a 100-year-old coin. Okay.
Right?
There you go. Oh, look, turn that one.
That is beautiful, Jeff.
He's always
amazing.
Look at
he's always got his way of making us feel bad about what we find.
I know.
I'm not. I would never do that.
They don't call us the new world for nothing.
I would never do
not
that.
on purpose.
No, he's joking. He's joking.
It's just by the amazing
because I know that a Civil War bullet for you is as important as a Roman coin for me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's you know, it's part of the history, and I'm really into American history in a big way. You can see the two little figures. That's a bronze coin. That one.
That is
That's
amazing.
bronze. That almost, on our camera, it almost looks silver, Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just could have polished it. You see.
Oh, you polished it. Okay.
Yeah. These are late Roman. These are probably like 1600 years old, 1700 years old.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
That's awesome.
But there was here for about 400 years. Who's this one? This is
Holy
UFO
crap.
Tim, thanks for coming in. Yeah, nicer than past and present says nicer than that zinc garbage from today. You got that right, past and present.
What the crap is that? Indian.
This emperor is called Domitian. So if you go in the internet, Domitian, you'll see it's around 80 years after Christ was born, or 80 AD.
That's amazing.
Now, Jeff, those are called hammered coins, right?
No, hammered coin or medieval, which is I've got hammered coins up to 1,000 years old.
So how did they make those then? In a press?
These, I think there was cast.
Oh my goodness!
You can actually see the name up there. That bit says Domitian.
Wow.
Because they're made of silver, so they just don't deteriorate. You get some of these. I'm just trying to get this the right way. Now, if you look at this, I'll hold this the right way. You'll see that somebody sat on a chair. Look there.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah, it looks like they're sitting on a throne. Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, Jeff, and not to take away from that coin, and I don't mean any disrespect. That's look like something we'd see over here as play money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
they reproduce them, and make them look like that. So.
Yeah, I mean, you always know when you found Roman because they're not perfectly round. Very rare you find a perfectly round Roman coin. Very rare. You can see that's more egg shaped than,
Yeah.
So.
Morning, J-Man.
Anyway, I just thought I'd show you them.
Everybody's loving that plumb bob. Yeah, there you go. Everybody's loving that.
That's beautiful. That is. I was over the moon when I found that. Yeah.
I imagine that gives you a screaming signal that heavy.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
And about how far down was that?
It was about 8 inches, something like that. Yeah.
What type of material? Is it lead?
I'll say in inches because then you understand them because you won't understand.
Yeah, we wouldn't understand.
Tell you centimeters.
Jeff, he's asking what it's made out of. Jeff, is it lead?
Bronze.
Bronze. Wow.
Yeah.
So they could cast bronze back then.
Yeah, nearly everything were made of bronze. And that's why, obviously, they don't deteriorate. They just go green. There it is again. They just go green.
Incredible.
It looked white. That's why I was asking if it was lead, because I know white or lead ages with like a white.
Yeah, it does. It goes white. It oxidizes. I mean, they did make stuff from lead, but not generally work tools, because this would belong to somebody in the building trade, of course, wouldn't it?
So you need something with some strength to it.
Carl, let me put my
anyway. There you go.
Put the guy's email in here, Carl.
Very cool.
Carl, there's my email. Send me your address. I'm actually fairly caught up on my email, not Facebook, but email.
Oh, what else did I get? Yeah, I got. Use guys.
Now, Jeff, since you've been in here last, we've got quite a few new people, like some of these magnet fishing guys. So let them know where you're at.
Okay, I'll put something up. I'll put something up on the.
No, I mean, tell them now where you're at, where you're located.
Oh, I'm in Austria. I'm British. I'm from Nottingham, Robin Hood land. But I've lived in Austria for 19 years now.
So you're hunting the ground around there.
Yeah, that's Austria, not Australia.
Right.
Lots of Americans say every time I visit America, they say, "Where are you from?" And I say Austria, and they say, "Good day, mate."
That's because we're ignorant Americans, Jeff. That's why. Denise ran into these folks from Argentina on the beach with their daughter, and somehow the conversation came up, and she said to Denise, "What do you mean you only speak one language?" And I'm like, "Yep, that's us, the ignorant Americans. We just speak English, and that's it." Because they spoke like 4 languages coming up here from Argentina, and now we're like, "Nah, not us. We expect the world to speak our language."
Yeah, well, it's true. The Brits are the same. They don't learn any other languages, really. Although I've learned German, but.
Good morning, Miss Southern Belle. Yeah, see, that's something you haven't read. Reed's Adventures. He was in here earlier. His wife is German, Jeff, so he learned to speak German with his wife.
Yeah, I think he spoke with me before.
Yes, I believe you guys did speak a little bit in German.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Reed, you're just having your first cup of coffee?
There's a few Americans live here, 1 or 2. He's just gone back to the States, one guy. He's from where is it? Where they've had that recount, voting recount. I know you said don't talk about politics, but
Pennsylvania.
Yes.
AAP, we do not want to hear coffees going up.
Yeah, I've had 2 people. I know 2 people who live here from Pennsylvania. Another one from Mississippi.
AZ Mort says you have a cool accent.
Who, me? I don't have an accent. You're speaking my native language. Remember that?
Yeah, but we definitely don't speak English. It's American because we have bastardized the English language really bad.
Everybody says I have an accent. I don't understand why they say that.
No, yeah,
I don't either.
Understanding of that.
I need to go out and wash my car, so I don't understand where they get that from. So
Wash the car?
Wash the car.
Yeah. So
yes,
wash,
Brooklyn Treasure Hunter's right. Jeff has an awesome coffee table with tons of finds on it. I think he's got more than one table.
His house is like a museum.
It is. You're exactly right, Bart.
You want to see the table?
Yeah, show the table.
Let's go then.
Brockton's
tables.
Never seen your table.
Right. Okay. So
you're gonna get blown away here, Brockton.
What's that?
You're gonna get blown away when you see his table.
This house is amazing.
I didn't.
I've got to clear it. It's absolutely chock bang full of stuff.
Just slide all the shit off there, Jeff.
Chop bang full of stuff. I love that.
Chop bang, yeah.
I'm glad Brooklyn said that. I'm glad Anthony said that.
Chop bang. Does that mean like
full?
What's that mean? Full.
Chop bang means it's full.
Yeah.
Oh.
Chop bang full.
That's funny.
Just moving stuff. Yeah. It's typical British saying. Okay, I've moved a bit of stuff. I haven't moved it all.
Here it comes.
There's the table. Everything is in 3 sections.
Oh, I saw this.
That's amazing.
This is amazing.
So these are all medieval silvers.
Oh my
silver
goodness.
hammered. Not all of them. The big coins, a couple of the 1700s, but them big ones are hammered.
See, that would be my table with all my 1960s silvers. So
yeah. And then down the bottom here, I've got these. I'm forgetting English. They're called stemples, like stamps. You know, with your mark on it.
Like seals.
And then that's about 4,500 years old.
That's it.
Wow.
Bronze spear tip. A couple of gold rings there. And then everything in the middle here, everything is Roman. Every coin is Roman in the middle section there.
Wow.
Okay.
Those look like our zinc pennies sitting here, and those are Roman.
Yeah, these are late Roman down the bottom there.
No. What do you clean them off with?
I've got a tumbler, a rock tumbler.
Okay, so you put them in the tumbler.
You see, some of these coins, when you get them out, you can't read nothing on them, but you know it's a Roman coin, and people cuss me for cleaning them. But I don't see the point in having a coin you can't read, so I clean them.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Nick says I really feel bad about my finds. I know, Nick. It's like we're finding children's coins compared to this.
Everything you see there is Roman. Roman brooches, Roman hairpin, that is there, all bent. But I tried to unbend it and it started to break, so I left it. Roman buckles, a torque, that's like a necklace thing, but it's only part of one. Rings and little bits with gold on, but that's like gold plated. They didn't plate them, but they used to just dip them in gold. So, okay, so that's the coffee table. And then let me put the light on and go to the main table here.
Hey, Jeff, did you read that comment?
No, because I've got
Reed says he's planning on going back and visiting Germany as soon as this COVID crap is over, and hopefully he could get down to Austria to meet with you.
All right, no problem. I've even got bits of pottery, and there's a lot of Roman in there. Them little coin holders there, they're Roman silvers again.
Oh my goodness!
I've been doing really well on Roman silvers. There's some Roman coins in there, old keys. Old, look at that lock there. That's really old. That lock. It's maybe 400 or 500 years old.
Look at that. Oh,
Christ, I get excited if I find a skeleton key.
yeah.
Part of a hinge. And there could be a couple of Roman bits in there. These are fibula brooches and Roman stuff. And these are just coins of all countries, all denominations. A couple of Morgan dollars in there. Look, 1, 2, there's another one up there somewhere.
Holy crap!
Now, did you find them over here?
No, they were sent to me. They were given to me. So,
okay.
You know, people in the States who just sent me stuff. And, buckles, thimbles, trade weights, dog tags, not military dog tags, but literally for dogs. Or, you know, bits of knives and horse brasses and buttons. I even found a US military button. I did find that here.
Wow,
That's cool.
Now, how old are the dog tags?
Yeah, but they're not military dog tags. They're
No, like, I know they're like a regular dog, but how old are they?
late 1800s.
Oh, okay.
wow!
Mainly, not all of them. Some of them are early 1900s. They do have the date on some of them. That one's 1890.
I got excited when I found a 1927 dog tag. I got excited.
Yeah, and I've got this to show you, Rob, because I've been doing really well on Roman silvers this year. Now, I used every little piece I've got to make those two tables. And I'm just working on the table. I made them tables last year. And I've been doing really well on Roman stuff. All of these are Roman silver there. They're Roman bronze. These are Roman brooches.
It just never ends.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like a museum at his house.
I don't very often savor steel or iron, but that is, I checked that out. I found exactly the same one. It's a Roman shield boss. You know, the bit in the middle, what they had on the outside of the shield.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a Roman shield boss. 2 Roman rings, look.
Jeez.
That one's got a figure on it, that one has, look.
Are you able to pin down like your oldest find? Like, how old is it?
That's a damn good question.
It'll be that bronze spearhead.
That was downstairs.
Look at this. I found this the other night. A massive trade weight, look.
Yeah, the 4,000-year-old spearhead, he said.
That trade weight's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's huge.
Wow.
It's the biggest one I've found.
And you put all this in a rock tumbler?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Thimble. I found a thimble the other day. Here's some more coins. I even found a cannonball one time.
Oh, yeah. That's a grape shot, right?
Yeah. No, it's bigger than a grape shot.
No, that's bigger. Yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
see it. Okay. That's a
And then
miniature.
some more Roman silvers. Oh, I found a... Yeah. No, where is it? This is Nazi stuff here, look. This swastika on that, look.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah, you're right there near the border, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm right.
That is
right.
crazy.
Swastika on that. Swastika and an eagle on that, look. There's another one with a swastika on. A German helmet with the swastika on. And a German silver coin with a swastika on, look. Not many of them come up.
I just want one for my collection. That's all.
I feel like crap right now. I mean, I found a quarter and a dime and a penny, and that's it because I just started.
It don't matter, mate. Oh, look, there's a mine's a machine pistol, MP40.
Holy
You didn't
crap,
find that. You didn't find that.
No way. No, I bought that.
Oh, okay.
And then
I was
here's an
like, wait, hold
arsenal.
on a second. I'm going out right now.
I know, we're all flying over there.
Man, the armor, that's cool.
Yeah, that's I collect stuff like this and helmets and shit
It's the
like
general
that.
big whole museum.
I just
Yeah.
like history.
Wow.
I just like history. Every
I
what you
love
don't
history.
know about me is that I'm really big into JFK. I probably know more than you guys put together about JFK. Studied
wow.
it for years. I've met all the big names. I've met Roger Stone. Of course, you'll know who that is. Got arrested with the FBI one morning. I've had Lee Harvey Oswald's girlfriend stay here on 2 occasions.
Wow.
I'm just trying to look for that painting. Where's that painting? What you done, Jeff?
Yeah, J-Man, I want a silver thimble too. Dalton just got one on a hunt with me. You guys will be seeing soon.
Oh yeah. Here, look, I've got these as well, Robert. Look, these we had a civil war in England in 1640s. The king against Oliver Cromwell, and there's the 2 perpetrators. The one on the horse is King Charles I, and the one on the left is Oliver Cromwell, who was fighting him. The king lost and had his head decapitated.
Well, that's not good.
Well, it was because I'm not a royalist, you see. You guys think we're all royalists. I'm not. I hated the royals. I still do. They're 50 calibers that I found. I put them in a frame. Them 50 cals there.
So those are the actual bullets, not the casings.
Yeah, no, that's the actual bullet part. Yeah, the projectile. Yeah.
Wow, I've never found a projectile. I found the casings, but not the projectiles.
No, well, you know why I don't find the casings, don't you? Because they come out of aircraft.
Yep.
I've tried to figure out how they got here because the Americans weren't in this part of Austria. Okay, after the war, there was, I think, Patton was in charge of Austria after the war. But I found out how there's so many 50 calibers, and that's because the US supplied Russia with shitloads of planes, and they'd all got 50 caliber weapons on board, and it was the Russians that fired them. And because 50 calibers only used in the US, I believe.
Yes.
Or at that time. Anyway, so these
Tyson,
helmets. Sorry?
Not to interrupt you, Jeff. Tyson, Marlon's on at 11:30. Yeah, Cynthia got it.
Yeah,
Thank you,
okay.
Cynthia.
I'll be quick then. So that's original English Civil War helmets and back and breastplate. And then, so they're about 400 years old.
Look at that. We're getting a free museum tour.
That's another one.
Yeah.
And there's some more stuff. I've got Roman stuff and bits. That's a Roman scribe, like a writing implement. That is there. That's part of a Roman trumpet. That's a Roman fibula brooch. That's a Roman key ring. It's a ring with a key attached to it. So bits and pieces, and I've got enough for another table nearly at the moment.
Do you go to a specific area, like thinking that you're going to find something relative? Like, do you do research for the area that you?
Yeah, the place is just crawling. It's crawling with this place.
Because how do you identify all these objects? Because pulling them out, like, how do you know immediately, or do you not know immediately what they are?
Some stuff I don't know, but there are detectorists here, hundreds of them. I thought I was the only guy in Austria detecting, because I was the only one who went out in the daytime with permissions, and nobody else. When I got involved with the local football team, that's our football, not your football. I found out that everybody was detecting, but they all go out at night, and there's quite some. They have meetings and everything. I got it eventually after a couple of years when they got to know me. I got invited to the meetings, and there was literally experts. You could take your stuff there, they'd clean it expertly. So if you wanted to sell it, you get a top price for it because it's been cleaned properly, and all that. And then those experts that just look at it and tell you straight away. I've got one guy I go out with. He looks at a coin and straight away he knows which ember it is. No messing. Even when it's dirty, he can tell you.
Let me ask you a question, Jeff. You said they go out at night. Are you guys allowed to do that there? Don't they call that night hawking?
It's called night talking wherever you live. Yeah. But nobody asks for permissions. They all ask me. So how do you get permission? And I just reply with one word: ask.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
So, but I've only ever found one gold coin, and that was 1636, a gold ducat from Nuremberg gold ducat. But I mean, if I were in the States, yeah, I'd love to come to the States and detect. No, it don't matter when you pick a coin up. It's part of your history, and that's as important to you as it is to me. So no, I don't take the piss out of you guys because you're not finding Roman stuff.
Oh, I know. We know.
I wouldn't do that, because I know it's important to you. Your history is as important to you as it is to me.
It's just incredible about like how old the objects are that are.
I'm just lucky. That's all. I'm lucky. I live in the right place. That's all I can say.
It is. It's a lot.
I told Mark. I told this story a few months ago that when I was over in England, I blew off a semester of college and went over to England. I had a guy that I knew and let me use his house as a basis for me to hike across Europe. And I was in a pub playing, not pool. What do they play? They play snooker. And one of the old guys in the pub asked me what I studied in college, what I majored in college. And I said, oh, American history. And he said, oh, what is that, 2 classes?
Yeah, that's.
And, and over there, because America had no history over there. 200 years to them is nothing over there because they go back thousands of years.
Yeah, I know, but I'm sure there are many things you could take the piss out of us over. But, if somebody does that to me, I'd just give them shit back. If they throw a pound of shit at me, I'll throw £10 back. And I would have done that to that guy. I would have defended you, Rob. If I'd have been there, I'd have defended you. Believe me, I would.
Well, thank you, Josh, because I would be happy to be at a pub having a beer with you, buddy.
Yeah, it's horrible to do that.
NorCal, congratulations on your 10,000 views and you're 5 away from 250, guys. Let's see if we can get the NorCal to 250 subs. He only needs 5 left.
Oh, 5 left.
What's his name?
NorCal Detective, NorCal.
I'll go over and have a look. NorCal.
There you go. There you go. We're gonna get you there, NorCal.
Right. Let's have a look.
BC Treasure Trails, AAP's gone over. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Wow, guys, 48 thumbs up.
I got like 25. I got like 25 subscribers from Rob's last one. When you said remember when I was gonna be at 4,000 subscribers, you were like, let's get Brockton to 4,000, and I did. I got like 25 subscribers. So thank you, Rob.
Well, everybody on here is really, really cool. Thank you, past and present. Thanks, Metal Sharks. Everybody, you guys are great. AAP.
Just on NorCal.
There you go, guys. Yeah, definitely check out the channels here. Jeff's obviously we know he's got great finds. Yeah, Mark, that goes without saying there.
It's the first time I saw Jeff's house, it was like it blew me away.
I've told you guys, I'll tell you again. If you want to come over, let me know. Right, because America's done plenty for me, and I like doing stuff back for the Americans.
He says he'll pick us up at the airport, guys. There we go.
Yeah, I will. I'll pick you up at the airport. I'll bring you back, give you a bedroom, feed you, and take you back to the airport.
Where's this, Australia?
I'm putting all my St. Pennies in a jar. Do what, Boston?
What's this, Australia?
Yeah.
Just can't
you won't find me waiting at Sydney Airport.
Yeah, you're going to be at the wrong airport there. You're in Sydney there.
You'll be waiting there for a while.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I'll be calling you saying, now turn left.
Yes.
12,000 miles. Keep going.
AAP variety.
Is it really 1,000 miles from you?
Great.
No, 12,000 miles. I don't know. They say down
12,000?
under, don't they? Well, they do from England anyway, down under.
Holy
I'm
crap.
saving my zinc pennies in a jar right now for my plane ticket.
I'm about 1,200 miles from the UK, something like that. Here in Austria, I've drove it a couple of times, but
now, you said you're near the border with what country, Jeff?
Slovakia. I've got Vienna in that direction, about 45 minutes, and I've got Bratislava, Slovakia, 15 minutes in the other direction, and I've got Bratislava, Slovakia.
Oh, it sounds like saliva. Like
no, that's it used to be a jug of saliva. I mean Yugoslavia.
Wow, Deej is only 60 away from 4K. Congratulations.
Oh, there you go, Deej. Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so let me know. So wait a minute. You're in Florida, aren't you, Rob? Where's Dive and Detect? We spoke before, haven't we? Yeah.
Mark is from
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
New Jersey, yeah.
East Coast. Yeah.
Yeah.
If no one ever checked out his channel, oh my goodness, him and his wife, Angela, they have awesome content. You definitely want to go check them out.
We spoke about the Texas Tower. I dived on the Texas Tower in New Jersey.
Yep.
If you remember, we put that plaque on.
Yep.
Put a plaque on the Texas Tower for anybody who's looking don't know. It was your early warning system. You had an early warning system. They were looked like oil rigs right on the edge of the continental shelf in the 1960s and so on. Early warning system in case Russian missiles came across. There was a huge storm one night, and one of these oil rig type things was rocking and waving about, and they've got guys on board, and they were saying, "You better come and pick us up because this thing is not stable." But before anybody could get there, it had gone, and they went with it. But there was a chain of them right down the eastern seaboard of the US, and that one was called the Texas Tower, and we dived on that one.
Very cool. Deej says maybe by Thanksgiving, Deej is going to have a giveaway from both their sponsors. Well, Deej, maybe by Thanksgiving, I'll be caught up to my giveaways to what numbers of subscribers I have. I got so many comments like, why is this guy having a 1,200 subscriber giveaway when he's at 2,000 subscribers? Because I'm behind, people.
So I guess the guy at the bottom there, you're in Boston, are you, with red socks on you? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I've been there too. Beautiful city.
Oh, you have? Nice.
Yeah, I've been to Boston. Yeah. In fact, I believe that you've got the oldest dive company in America in Boston. That they make these, you know the hard hats, what the old divers used to wear.
Yeah.
They make them, and it's the oldest dive company in the US.
They make them or made them?
Yeah, no, they make them still.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I went to that company, and then we spent a couple of days in Boston. And
you see a lot of history here, huh?
Oh, I've seen tons of it. I love the States. 2 years a year ago last Christmas, I did 4,500 miles in the States, Nevada, California, Roswell, New Mexico.
Yeah, that's another.
I did about 5 states.
Jeff and I have Roswell.
Did you do like a boat tour, bus tour, anything like that while you were here?
No, I didn't. No, I was only there a couple of days.
Hi, Miss Alex. Miss Alex is here from.
Did you check out Paul Revere and all that, or no?
No, I didn't see none of that. No, but and it's some beautiful architecture, buildings and old buildings and stuff there.
Very old too. Yep.
But I'd
like to go visit Boston one time. I've never been to Boston.
No, you got to come, man. It's awesome. It's a good place.
I've been to Philadelphia. I've been to New York City, but I've never been to Boston, and I've never gotten any further north than there.
Alex is in the house.
I
Ohio
know,
River
Alex. It's in the
History's
blood. Shane's daughter from Ohio River History. She's got her own channel. It's in the blood. And what that means is it's in the blood. Being a sports fan, she's got a great sports channel. So everybody check out Miss It's in the Blood.
Alex is awesome, man. I mean, they're on point too on that on the sports channel that they got.
I got
It's
to
in the
meet
blood.
them. I got to meet them last month, Brockton.
I know, that's awesome.
She was nice enough, and she surprised me with a free ticket to accompany her family on the tour of Tampa Stadium, and that was a cool.
You told me
thing.
that. You told me that. That's awesome.
Go to Boston once
that's
a year
exciting.
to hit all the Italian bakeries, past and present. That sounds awesome.
You like magnet fishing here, Brockton? They're pulling
Oh,
all sorts
God,
of
yeah.
Lugers, MP40s, all sorts of stuff. In fact, they've just banned it last couple of weeks because many people are fishing bombs and grenades and stuff, you know, and weapons.
That's what we're afraid of, that they're going to ban it here. Because, you know, I pulled out a shotgun, double barrel shotgun, sawed off shotgun in High Park, and that's in Boston. And I got a Walther P38 German pistol from World War II. Yeah. I pulled one of those out. I actually got that still. I kept that. The shotgun I returned, that one I kept.
I used to own a Walther. I bought it for £5.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it bought it off an old guy that used to come around and collect money for carpets. We'd have a carpet on what you call the Never Never, so you paid a little bit each week. And I'm sure that this guy were in the war. And
you could check out the video. It's pretty cool.
I'll go over.
I pulled it up. I was like, whoa.
Was it 7.65 millimeter?
I'm not too sure. You could check it out. I mean, I'm not too sure what it is. Leave me a comment and let me know if it is.
The name's Jeff, but you'll see.
Let me tell Rob here. Rob, they got the breakdown handles for your sand scoops, the one that disassemble. You can get that so you can fit it in your suitcase, buddy. They make the kind with a little.
Are you doing another duck race? Because you got like 12 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to wrap this up because Marlon comes on in 10 minutes, guys. So I want to wrap this up. Jeff, thank you for such an entertaining last 45 minutes, buddy.
Say again.
I said thanks for such an entertaining last half hour, 45 minutes, man.
Rob. Anytime, Rob.
So
just your emails.
I am trying to get better at that, Jeff. I really am.
All right. Okay.
All righty, guys. Well, listen, Brock and Mark, thanks, guys. You guys made this time just fly by. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah. So everybody's got time to get a cup of coffee, go to the bathroom, and get over to see Marlon at 11:30.
Check out General Dig Hole.
Check out General Dig Hole. And,
check out Mark and Angela. Diving Detective.
Have a look at your Brockton. What is it?
Magnet fishing.
Yeah. Brockton Magnet Fishing.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
Brockton Magnet Fisher. Thank you.
NorCal, you're welcome. And I'll get Carl. I'll get your coin and your sticker off to you. Thanks, Reed, for being here. Thanks, everybody. We will see you next Sunday, and we'll see you over at Marlin. Take care, guys.
Ciao.